So what a great passage of scripture. What an incredible vision of this banquet.
Yeah.
Of this banquet of all peoples. I think that's one of the things that really strikes me. It's such a privilege. My name's John. I'm a pastor here in Westville, and this is Tito
Haguma. I'm an elder at Trinity Church, Westville, and I work with Zoe Life Forge, the social cohesion project funded by United Nations High Commission for Refugees.
And you have a very particular passion. Now, Jesus is passionate about people who are disempowered. Your work is with disempowered people, isn't it, Tito?
Yes. My work focuses on vulnerabilities, communities, and among those people we have refugees and asylum seekers in our city of Durban. When we talk about refugees, we talk about hosting communities. Okay. So the hosting communities are these local people also. They have concerns, they have problems, they have challenges also. So we work together with all of them.
So as you look at this passage, and want to talk to God's people about making this a reality, tell me, what do you want them to know as God's people to make this picture a reality amongst the people you work with?
Yeah, what I can say is that paradise is good, it's beautiful. But being in paradise alone, it's not beautiful.
Yeah.
So we need all people to enjoy what God gave us together.
So this passage is saying that we mustn't just wait for them, we must start doing it now.
That's it.
So what things can we begin to do to make it happen now for the people you work with?
In other words, what is our role to bring these people who are like forgotten people together with us in whatever God gave us? So the first very thing to do is to be friendly to these people. These people live with fear. One, they are in a foreigner land. They don't know the culture of the land. They've been through a lot of xenophobic attacks, fear. They've been pushed away in many places. So these people, they need those who welcome them. Just give them a chance to ask them, what's your name, where you come from. It changed them completely.
So that intentional connection.
That's it, building a relationship with them, not like avoiding them. I know there are a lot of prejudice, stereotypes around refugees, around foreigners, but let's overcome those things. Let's go beyond those things, because these are human beings like all of us. Yeah.
So what are some of the things what are some of the challenges that the people you work with face that they need help overcoming?
There are a lot of challenges. One of the challenges is language barrier. We have a lot of women who go to clinics, and because of language,
yes,
they need somebody who can be voluntarily to interpret for them. They need people who can interpret for them.
What kind of languages are we talking about?
Okay, so most of these people are from Great Lake region. We're talking about Congolese, Burundian, Rwandese, Ethiopian, Somalian, Eritreans. These are people that we have here. These are refugees that we have here. So some of them don't speak English. Most of them don't speak Zulu.
Yes.
So one of the problems is language. Language is a very huge problem where you go to the police to open a case and they are telling you to speak in Zulu and you can't speak Zulu. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm terribly not gifted in languages. What are other things that I could do to make this picture a reality for these people?
The other thing is that to advocate for them. These people have no document. Most of them, their refugee documents are expired. They've been crying for that, but it seems like with COVID-19, the Home Affairs is still closed for foreigners. For local citizens, Home Affairs is working, but for foreigners, it's not. So to advocate, churches, faith leaders can stand up on their behalf.
So I guess you're inadvertently also pointing me to another place that I could help, is in changing my mind. In that assumption, this person hasn't got documents because they're being illegal. Whereas in fact, they're trying incredibly hard to be legal, but the system is blocking them. So it's also me changing my own mind.
Yes, actually, we in our language as a peace builders, we don't call people illegal people.
Exactly.
There is no such things.
Yeah.
We call them undocumented people. Actually, most of them, their refugee IDs or permit are expired, and they can't even get a job. Don't be afraid. Don't fear to welcome them, even if their papers are expired. It's not their mistake. It's on the government side.
So, I mean, this passage, I love the language of like, it says that God will remove their disgrace. God will take the shroud off of them. Are you saying that our practical getting involved with marginalized people is in a sense doing that work, beginning to take shrouds and disgraces, because that's kind of a discrimination word, isn't it?
That's true. That's true. Welcoming them, sitting with them, is to remove all those all those disgrace. Is to bring back the glory, the honor that God gave, because they were created also in God's image. But when they are rejected by the hosting communities, they are lonely. They live like in an island.
Yes.
So bring them together with local people, inviting them, listening to their stories.
Help me understand some of maybe the sufferings you've experienced, or some of the sufferings I could expect if I really said, Lord, I want to do something here.
For you, as South African, to welcome these refugees, there will be some sacrifices. You need to sacrifice something. You need to sacrifice your time. You need to overcome all these prejudice. You need also some time to give out something, because that's biblical.
Yeah.
There are people who are suffering. There are people who are hungry. There are people who are not working. There are families who spend 2 years with no job. So when you build friendship with those people, when you start building a relationship with those people, I'm 100% sure that you will give out your time. You will give out something. You will even end up like using, your pocket.
What an amazing privilege that God invites us to walk this journey. This journey that ends with the sovereign Lord will wipe away the tears from all faces.
Yeah.
He will remove his people's disgrace from all the earth. The Lord has spoken.
And God will use us to remove the disgrace, to wipe the tears for others.
Tito,
We are the tools.
God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks
God
so
bless
much.
you too.